Okay. 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 Can't go. Okay. So review this, and then obviously, so that's 5. So let me just get that up, which I've already done, but obviously.
You must stop this silence.
The first one, the rest up to. Okay. Okay. 2 more. Now do you know? It might be better. I might just.
Very tired.
I thought it's in it, and I don't like that. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Go ahead then. Oh, there's a Mickey there's a clubhouse. Okay, so let's start with this one. Get this one up. In re. Okay, I'm just. Okay. This. You have the photos. Right. Penny, pen, penny, 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 pen. Can I have a pen? Da, 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 da. Okay, so yeah. Oh, okay. Okay. Jeez. Okay, that is absolutely amazing. They're doing Code Develop, which is like this sort of like Spanish drama, which I know is like popular for like some reasons. I don't watch the stuff, so I can't comment on. So you okay? Kind of. I will be the one. Monster. Okay. Okay. That's it, 2 monsters. Okay. Well, okay. 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 How did you get a pencil? Where did you get the pencil from? Why do you have a pencil? I have so many questions. Like it's like all of a sudden like I am ready. Where'd she get the pen from? Don't worry about that. Where'd she get the pencil from? Keep running. No slivering. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? It's not slivering, boy. Where is it? No, season 1 I want. Season 1. Where? I know, you know that I am telling the truth. I know, you know, and it's a happy. Okay, see, I'm gonna watch. I should have photos. The do not need. I don't need that.
Let's do that again.
Review. Hey. So yeah, time for go losers. So yeah. So just to give you a bit of a theme, this is obviously hence Go-Go Losers, which is I think similar to Go-Go Power Rangers, which is part of a songy thing. Loser Ranger Power Rangers, somewhat of a satire of Power Rangers. And just to get you caught up, I've watched like all of them. Obviously, I have my favorites, which would be some of the Disney ones, being sort of, I would say, I don't remember all the older ones because I think I was younger. But some of my favorites are SPD and the one with, I always forget it. I think it's the one that brings back, it's the one that has, you have the three originally have, and you have two extra, which is fun, is one of my favorite ones. Again, I'm so weird. Anyway, not the main point. It just, I have watched it. I do carry on watching it, and I like Power Rangers as a whole. But because of that, I do like the satire. The idea of having like the dark Power Rangers. I like because I like the idea. And how they go about it, and definitely with what's going to come up later, I like because you could take an idea and satire it, like superheroes or this or that. That I always be like, you can always satire this thing. Like I get it, that makes sense. Make of something that's become really big makes sense because that's what happens. It becomes so big that making fun of it makes sense. Because if you see Power Rangers, definitely some of the older ones, even though I love it, I do admit here's a problem. Here's a mantra of the week that could solve the original problem, and then they look into it. Obviously, there's more to it. I will be the first person to be like, I absolutely love it. Again, one of the ones that I like is the arc of SPD, not SPD, I think is it RPG or, let me just look it up. But those sort of arcs around it, which is really good. So how this does it in a fun sort of satire way, I really like. Also, Lost Galaxy has one where the first person doesn't get it and actually then he just tries to sneak on, which one I absolutely love. And the second one, I think it's one of the ones where also in that where one of the villains who's in space becomes a hero. But that's not the one that I was originally saying. Cars. I know it's not actually called Cars. But Turbo. No, it's not RPG. RPG. Virgin. Yeah, this is really annoying. Yeah, I think it's Operation Overdrive. Oh. No, I don't think it is. Why do we keep forgetting this? Because my brain is dumb. Dino Thunder, that's the one that I love. That's the one that I originally watched. RPM. It is RPM. One of the characters in RPM has some metal and the sister arc I really like. And definitely Dino Thunder with all the stuff. Also, every time I think of Dino Thunder, I'm like, Defenders are Power Rangers. It's really weird, but I love it. Again, but one of the things I do agree is that this does it in a fun way. 4, 3, 2, 1. One of the things I like is that you don't know who's on what side again. Because later, because the whole thing is all the bosses are done, so you have the grunt workers basically try and look like everything's the same when it's obviously, and it's really fun. But the one thing I love is when one of the bosses, one of the big, actually big bads, shows up. It's really interesting because, like, the one thing I like is at a certain question, it's doing Power Rangers, but questioning what happens afterwards. Because with Power Rangers, a lot of the series ends with the final boss dying. And a lot of the sort of grunts in those series, I think like the Putties in the first seasons and the Cogs in RPM, I think do nothing because putties are artificial, meaning I don't know if they have consciousness. That is a debate. And stuff like the Cogs, most likely the humans in that world will shut them down. But most likely that's dark, but they will. They kind of like we don't want any more of these. But for some of them, it's like interesting of like where do they go? What happens to them? I don't know why, but they don't question it. It's like oh, the big band's done and problem solved. Because most of them they don't want to fight the other side is like, oh, we're going to invade Earth, or we are going to do this, or we are going to change this, or do this, X, Y, and Z, and that's evil, and they're defending it. And then some of these, like, grunts, again, that's just weird Power Rangers, me just going on a tangent. But the other thing I like is near the sort of like one of the last episodes. You go back to when it was actually being like there were actual big monsters fighting. And one of the things I liked is you see one of the current power, one of the current Rangers. I don't know why I refer to them as Power Rangers. And you see why he's doing this. You see his past. So that's the one thing I like because you don't really, besides like Red, which is kind of, until his reasoning becomes more clear, a lot of the stuff that he does is really questionable at this point. But with the others, you see their size, you sort of like see where they're coming from. And definitely now with learning one of their backstories with an entire episode, you learn about them. So with Power Rangers, a lot of the time is, except I think one in Time Force, which is really fun. There's an episode in Time Force where they focus on one of the monsters who did, I think, like small crimes, but because of like how his powers work, he had to be evil. And then it's like, oh, I don't want to do this, and it questions the idea, which is really interesting because in the future it's like, oh, there's no diseases, but every so often you get like this mutation and like everyone points, and they have a real episode talking about that, and I really like that episode because it's really interesting. It's an idea of like what that idea about, but a lot of the time the monsters are just bad and the Power Rangers are just good. So having this nuance, even though it's just Power Rangers reverse, we're on the bad guy side, and Power Rangers just being terrible. It's not just Power Rangers bad, monsters good. You do get it, and I love it because of that. It is really fun and interesting. It is really good. He's doing another one. Jesus, I am getting through a lot of these series where I was going through 10 minutes. I just sometimes rant about Power Rangers. Fully, if you want to write comments about Power Rangers, I would fully love to talk about it. Fully will. But again, this is absolutely good and 100% worth to time. But not for you yet. You will never leave. Also, the reason why I just immediately recorded is because I tried to get it close to 54, which is what was already written on here. So I'm like, yes. Easy, right off. Easy, yeah, good. Go Go Loser Rangers Season 1 Review. Hashtag Go Go Loser Rangers, hashtag Season 1, hashtag review. Go Go. So I'm not going to titles. Okay, I'm going to link from the episodes. This is loud, and I can deal with this being well for a bit rather than. Thank you. Okay. Online, thank you. Jeez Louise Maries. I've got so many of the series on here. It's like this and this and this. Also, tomorrow, today, I don't know when, I'm hopefully getting some fun. Ooh, let's figure out what that is. Also, has it ever cut out? That'd be fun to figure out. Did the thing cut? Because it's costing cutting it. Nope, no, it doesn't. I just hate the silent, the silent, the silent. I hate the silent, the silent is here. Jeez, I sound like it. It's like the silence. Oh, by the way, Oh, I don't know why I looked at me. The silence! Oh, wait, by the way, I don't know why I looked that way. The silence! Imagine that, because that would be like a lot of a conversation. Just, ah! Why did I scream again? Something that. Why did I scream? Oh, that's very odd. Ah! It's just that. And it's like, what? It's this again. It's what again? He keeps doing this. He's just looking away and looking back at me. Just move. And it's like, why is it not loading? Loading now. Please can you load? I know you can. Please can you load, load now? I've got some editing and stuff to do. Please can you do your job, your job? Can you do your job, your job? Deleted my entire video. Fuck you. I can't deal with this right now. Why is it always not working? You have the photos there. There's proof. Jesus. Wi-Fi's down and it not will work because of did not you, because I hate this is giving me anxiety. Please, Louise, breathe, knees. Can't you just love? Can I just have an episode right now? Do you know, it's not what I'm stressing out about because this is not my point. Picture. I'm just gonna try something. Let's see. No. Because if I can get through it through here. Is there notes? Is there notes? Probably keep. That probably will be the notes. It is. Oh, it's 10 times easier. Why the poem was probably it was like which it didn't. So this is becoming way longer than it needed to be because of that. It was 30 minutes and it took me so long to fix the problem. It's annoying. Now it took me 1 hour just to edit this thing, which is annoying. It really is. I just find that annoying. Okay. While that is loading, I'm just going to check on something because I want to have time later. So, see you in a bit. So, welcome back. Anyway, what is? Okay. You kidding? No, I'm not what you observing. Fine toothpick. Okay, I'm just gonna go over and try something. Yep, no, it's not there. Jeez Louise Maurice, jeez Louise Maurice. Louise Maurice. Loud. Great. Can you please finish? Can you please finish? Yeah, no, this is just getting me annoyed. Because he keeps pausing and being like, I guess, not helpful. It was like, yeah, but I'm pretending to be helpful. Yeah, I need you to be. Retry back. Oh, it's still not there. Okay. It's still not loading. Why is it not loading? My guess is there's not enough room that I deleted an entire episode for you. Is it the bin? Does the bin count? I'm guessing the bin counts, which also has the time of the episode, which is annoying. Okay. Hallelujah, can you load? Okay, thank you. That probably, I assume, means it's actually got a copy of something. Joe, I'm fine with it. I will absolutely take that at this point. Are you going crazy? Yes. For now, good night.